Hello, friends.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the chat group. And we all know that practice makes better. So let's
Rock on!
rock on.
Let's go.
Rock on.
Yeah, no problem. Patricio, this is the first time you
Uh-huh.
join here. Okay, no problem. So maybe Patricio, you need to introduce yourself. I think because you are the first time you join on our group. So let other people know about you.
What group? International chat?
Now,
No.
now here in
Rock on.
Rockcon group.
Rock
Yes.
on. Oh, sorry. I thought I was in international chat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I am Patricio. I am from the south of Spain. I am 53 and I'm married and I have a daughter.
Wow.
I live for living on. I repair computers in the morning, and in the evening I give English classes to children.
Wow, that's good. Mhm.
Multi-talented. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not so much. Not so much.
No.
Eddie.
Mhm.
Eddie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, no problem. As I did it before thousands times. I'm RD. I live in Russia, Republic of Kalmykia. I'm 51. I'm married. I have a daughter, and of course, as well, I'm a founder of great international chat box. My international chat box. It is a group on Facebook, and he's my friends. So, Annie, go
Okay,
on.
thank you. So, so that yeah, I'm Annie from Bali, Indonesia. I'm just a regular person. I got nothing to proud about me. So yeah, that is me. I'm just learning English here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now today is about discussing the topic. Our topic is about how to be a good parent. So, yeah, I want to ask both of you about your opinion. I think both of you is already having a good experience in it. Yeah, as parent, you need to guide your children, your kid, and support. Of course, not to push or demand, you know to guide them, to support them to become a good person, or to achieve their career or whatever their dreams about. So what did you do uh, regarding to this term, I mean guiding your children, to support them, not to push or demanding, so what did you do so far to support them?
Mhm.
Maybe I will first from Patricio, our special guest
Yeah.
today.
Okay, thank you. Well, I can say about my experience, because I'm not sure. There is no manual to teach us how to educate our sons, our daughters. It's really difficult. It's not an easy task. But what I try to do is make my daughter to see that, for example, what is wrong or what is right. And for example, what that is really necessary for her to study, to prepare for her life, because sometimes she doesn't feel like studying. She only wants to go to the street and play, or maybe with the mobile phone. But I understand, because she is only a child and she doesn't want to have so soon so many responsibilities. Maybe
True.
I can understand, but I try to make
Mm,
her to understand that she needs to prepare for future, and see what is wrong or right in the life. But it's
yeah,
not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes I have some
true
quarrel.
true
with her
True.
about this.
Okay, true. Thank you. How about you, Andy? Do you have any or some
Yeah.
way
Of course,
to guide your children?
First of all, I would like to say that I often heard from my friends who are not rich, and they were very upset. They said to themselves, "Wow, what I can to give my children? I have no a lot of money. I'm very frustrated about that. They wouldn't respect me for that because I can't buy that. I can't buy another." But I want to say that children understand everything, and first of all, we should be kind for them, and kind and love them, give love them. For majority of them, it doesn't matter how rich we are, how how many devices we can buy them. If you are kind to them, if you love them, if you paying attention every day, enough attention, not say, I am busy, don't touch me. It's our children, and we should to say, what is in your mind? Say me. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. And don't be shy. Ask me what is your problem. Let's try to dissolve
Discussion.
about that. It is good. First of
True,
all,
true.
in our family, we should to build a healthy atmosphere, and
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think
That's true.
that's the main.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. When as a parent, we have to do, like to support them, to guide them to the right way. For example, just maybe also religion here important to become what we call uh, example. I mean, if you want to do this, to do that, just back to the right way. For example, or if you got some religion or belief in God, also a good way to teach them. And also nowadays in modern life, this is not easy because bad thing really easy to influence kid from environment, from the outside. Even though how hard we try to teach them at home, also from outside is having bigger influence to the kid. This is the parent having very important role to lead them to the right way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's from me. Okay, the next question is how we can lead our kids to be independent.
How to lead to get independent.
Yeah, how we as a parent, how to lead them to become independent kid or son or children. Yeah.
For me, I think it's too soon because she's only 13 years, 14.
No,
14 years.
I mean,
But
my
I don't
question,
know.
this is not independent. This is not about financial. Not about financial. For example, independent, I mean, you don't have to wake them up in the morning. He got responsibility to wake up by own self, to get their breakfast, to get their whatever they need in the morning, everything. This is also
Yes,
become independent.
I
Independent is not about money. So how about you? What do you think?
I understand,
Yeah.
but sometimes I think it's my fault because I do many things for her, so I think that I am guilty because I wake up her, I make the breakfast for her, I help her to study some subjects, and it's true. I should leave her to do more things by herself. And I think I am guilty in that way. You are right, Annie. It's not easy because I love her so much that I wanted to help her. I wanted to do her way easier, and I think that's
Yeah.
a good idea. But what can I
Yeah,
do?
it's normal.
Yes.
It's normal because between dad and daughter, having because dad mostly love his daughter too much.
Yes.
So they forget about how to make them become independent kids, at least to iron their shoes or clothes or whatever, Yeah, this is a small thing, but really important to build since they're still kids,
Mm.
Yeah. How about you, Erdi? How to make them independent?
I think to show them our own experience.
Give
With
example.
our behavior
Mm-hmm.
every day, I should to say, for example, even some parents wake up and making breakfast and cover the table and said, eat this, don't eat another, and this first force for them, it 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 isn't good. We should say, what would you like for breakfast? It might be their choice, what they want to eat for breakfast, how they want to put on, what kind of style to put on for their clothes, and every day they should be they should to feel they should feel their own personality and how they can express themselves, how they uh, how they sit and lie. Maybe we shouldn't say do this, don't do another.
Just
And
give
just
example.
yeah,
Just give example.
give
True, true.
example and let them be themselves. It seems it's
To
first.
take their own decisions. You mean, Erdi, to take their own decisions? Do you mean that? To make them to take their own decisions?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Their own behavior,
Yeah.
their own style of life, and
Mm-hmm.
they should to understand that everything what they do must be come out uh, their own feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like take responsibility. Yeah, become independent. We should start to teach them since the beginning, since they are still very young.
Mhm.
Because become a habit that's gonna be easier when they get grown up.
Mhm.
When they adult. But if already adult, grown up, and we just started to teach them to become independent, that's gonna be like pointless.
Mhm.
Okay, well, yeah, just remember that kids are always watching what we do every single day. They record everything since they're still very, very small, still baby. They record anything, the sound, whatever you do, whatever they show. Yeah. So what did you do so far to acknowledge when you're making mistakes? What did you do when you're making mistake with your kids?
Let me give answer.
Yeah, okay.
Usually, if we scolding to each other, but it's rare. And after that, even I feel myself right. I say, sorry, please forgive me. It is my fault. I would like to be for better for you, and let's try to discuss about that. And so, first of all, it doesn't matter. Maybe I am right or not. I always try to ask them for forgiveness, and because I am adult, I have a responsibility about our relationship.
True.
That's all, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Patrice, your turn.
But can you repeat the question, because I didn't understand to where.
Okay. According the experience or education or anything, kids are always watching whatever their parents do, whatever they do, or they watch everything. And then what did you do when you making mistake to your kid?
But the problem is, how do you recognize, or how do you know if you had made a mistake?
Making mistake, for example, like maybe you put your shoes in the wrong way and you forget. Oh, Dad, where is my shoes? And blah blah blah. Oh, on there. Oh, you put there. You put there. Oh,
okay. Now I catch it. Now I catch it,
yeah,
because
okay.
I catch it now. Because I had sometimes that situation.
Yeah.
Because I repair computers, and I have a lot of tools here, and sometimes he takes me some tools. But one day I remember that one tool disappeared, and I thought it was her, it was my daughter, and we have a quarrel, and she told me, no, I didn't take anything. I always return the tool. And at the end, it was my wife who took the tool. So, for example, in that case, I had to apologize. I had to talk with her.
That's good.
Okay, everything ended well, but it's true. Sometimes we must I don't know. We must be look after our behavior, because if you are rude, maybe she became to be rude too.
Yeah, so that's true. That's true.
We have to be a lot of careful about that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's true. Yeah. Apologize.
Who of us didn't make a mistake? Of course, we make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, because we started from small thing, because a lot of small thing become bigger, right? Become big thing. So we just start everything from small thing, from they still kid, and that's become their habit. And when we making mistake, even though we are parent, we have to acknowledge, we admit it, that we're making mistake.
Yes,
For example, I did mistake many times, because sometimes I am misunderstanding, when are you, blah 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 blah. So I'm thinking just like I'm thinking wrong. So I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you dare, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but please tell me wherever you go, just let me know so I'm not confused about you. Don't make me worry about you because I love you. I said,
Yeah.
that is, yeah, that is about, yeah. Okay. And also, as a parent, of course, every parent love their kid. So how you show your love to them? How you showing your love to them? I mean, all parents love their kid. So how to show your love to them?
How to show your love to them?
Yes.
Ask you first. You first, Erdi, please. You first.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
You
Okay.
first. Okay,
Thank
okay.
you, thank
Go.
you, thank you. That's
Go on.
good. Oh, thank you. This is I feel honored. Yes, as a parent, when I love my kid, I always what he need, for when we for school tools, for example, equipment, uh, what their hobbies. Maybe they love playing football or anything. So I'm just trying every single day when we're talking in the table on the table, like they having dinner. So talking each other like, oh, what about you today? Oh, this way. Oh, this mom, I'm watching this. The shoes is very nice. I love it. I love it. When they say like that, so I'm just recording. I'm just keep in mind. And one day, when the his birthday come up, and I will buy for present. To make him surprised. This is the way I love him, and also telling him everything, what's going on in his life, and of course, according their age, make adjust. Yeah, if they're still kids, so we don't have to tell them about adult issue. Yeah, we have to adjust about it. So that's the thing. We that is my definition of love, because sometimes people, parents especially, they misunderstanding what is love for kids by bring them buy something luxurious to them, but this is not really important for them.
Of course.
This is love. People may having misunderstanding about this sometimes, but for me, no, that is not love. That is make him getting worse. But for me, show the truth, telling everything, what's going on every single time, in the morning, how your school, how your work, everything. I can discuss about anything, because when they're still kids, we have to listening them. If you cannot listening them from when they're small, they will not listening you when they bigger. And when they have a big trouble in their life, they're gonna be doesn't want to talk with you. Otherwise, they're gonna be shared to other people and get separated with you. That is terrible. Oh, don't do it. Okay, now your turn. Now your turn. Oh, maybe Ardi, come on.
Okay. Every day, from morning to night, we should do the easiest thing what we can show love our children. It doesn't matter about their age, is smile and kindness and hugging and saying with respectable voice and a lovely voice.
True.
It doesn't matter even we have serious subject. Even we have serious subjects, we should start our discussion
in
with
relaxed day. Yeah.
relax,
Yep.
we smile
Relaxed way.
and how it is possible. Of course, I am not perfect. I am not perfect
Nobody is
parent.
perfect.
So,
Nobody
yeah,
is perfect.
sometimes I'm angry. Sometimes I can say, but
True, true. Yeah, that is love.
It's love. It
Yeah.
might happen.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't deep into angry, into upset, and if you
Yeah.
let yourself to be angry, please admit that it is not good. Smile and say, forgive me. Maybe I'm a little bit over, but right now it is okay.
Yeah.
And we can discuss about that, and it doesn't matter. I will tell you someday it was very difficult for me. My daughter took my car and went to the to her job and did small accident.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Oh.
small accident. Fortunately, it was without any physical problems, and
Thank God.
it was. And she came back. I was very angry into my soul, but I didn't show it. I just say, "Oh, what happened? Everything is okay. Mm, mm, how to say? It's happy that you are right. With you is good. It is iron. It will fix, and don't worry." And so, but she it didn't release relieve her. She were very absent. She were crying and saying me, "Daddy, forgive me." But
That's funny.
it's good. Right now, it's good. Our relationship didn't destroy. We fixed that car. It cost money, of course, but what our relationship is more expensive and more worth. Sorry, our relationship
Yes, true,
is
true.
more worth than
Yes, that's right.
any
Than
thing.
anything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Patricio, take your time.
Well, related to your explanation, and I agree with you, because I think it's very important to have a good communication with your kids.
True.
Because I think it's a big problem with some friends that I have. For example, it has finished the first term of the school. I have a friend whose daughter has failed four subjects. So he
Mm.
asked me, "Hey, how was your daughter?" "Oh, my daughter," I told her, "Oh, I'm very happy. My daughter passed every subjects. She passed everything. Oh, you are lucky. My daughter has four failing. And how is it possible? Your daughter is a good girl." "Yes, but she doesn't want. She has some problem at the school with a boy. I think he tried to tell
Mm.
me about some a boy that she likes him. So you know
Oh,
this kind of
teenagers.
things about teenagers." So the thing is that the doctor didn't want to tell him what was the problem, and that I think that is the most important thing, to open to tell everything to your parents, and you tell everything to your kids, because if you
Yeah.
don't have communication, how could you fix the problem? So
True. True.
Mhm.
it's really difficult. I know that it's not easy, because sometimes
Yeah,
how
because
can you do
Mhm.
when your daughter or your son doesn't want to tell you the doesn't want to tell you anything. What do
yeah,
you do?
Mhm.
That's the problem of my friend. My friend tried, his wife too, but she doesn't want to say anything. But they talked to the teacher. The teacher told her there is there is some problem with one partner, with a friend of her. So if you don't have communication with your kids, I think it's a big problem
Oh, no.
to solve.
Yeah, of course,
Not
of course,
now,
of course.
in future, as you said.
Yeah, that's also
Friends,
life.
I have to warn you that it
Still
left 7
10
minutes.
minutes.
7
7?
minutes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay, now the last question. I think the last question. Give your a piece of advice, maybe about of each one. Only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's enough. Maybe.
Mhm.
Okay. 2 minutes for a piece of advice. Of
Mhm. Okay.
advice.
Okay.
Okay. Mm.
A piece of advice.
Yes. 2 minutes.
Okay, you start, Erdi. It's your turn.
Uh, Advice for parents.
Yes.
As a parent, yeah, as a parent.
First of all, I would
Who are
like
the parents?
parents
Parents who are
might
the parents. Yeah.
parents to
Who are the
live
parents?
their own life. We doesn't force, doesn't involve into. We mustn't involve into children's life. Of course, not totally. Not totally freedom,
Yeah.
of course, not totally freedom. Sometimes we
Take
should
control. Take
watch,
control. Yeah.
watch for
Yeah. Like taking
with
control
one
always, even from these
with
things.
one
Yeah.
eyes, but we should to live with our own life. We should to challenge ourselves to make goals, to go to goals. This is a better experience for children. For example, English. Everyone knows that English is very important for people, and my daughter is also learning English, and they always try.
2 minutes almost.
Oh, okay. They they
Almost 2 minutes.
they losing. She is losing her motivation, but she looks at me and she is going, and I'm happy that she is the way.
Okay, Patricio.
Okay, my little piece of advice. I am not
Yeah.
the perfect person to give advice,
Oh, no problem.
but okay, my little piece of advice is what
Mhm.
I'm doing. That is being a good friend of your kids, but
Cool.
a respectful friendship. Okay, not a friend
Yeah.
like a school. I think it's a good
Yes,
idea
true.
because you give
Yeah.
yes, you give she can reliable, you can be reliable person with you. She can
Mhm.
so I think it's a good idea being a friend,
Yes, true.
but respectful friendship.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yes, true. Understand the status and the responsibility as a kid and as parent. Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, my best advice is don't teach your kid as a rich one, but teach your kid as a value one. That's all.
Can you repeat, Felipe? What is the last word? Sorry, Annie.
Yeah. Don't teach them to become rich, but teach them to become value.
Mhm.
Okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Is yours that sentence? Is yours?
They're just googling.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It just build communication between parent and all family member. That's the key of everything, because broken communication and everything will follow.
Of
You know.
course.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Because the time is already time's up already, and I will end this conversation. Okay, keep practicing and
Let's
let's
rock on!
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye,
Thank you for
my friend. Thank you very
watching.
much.
Thank you for
Bye.
watching. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.